tell jokes too. Please put your hands together for our final comedian, the always engaging Stephen Ferris. What do you guys want to do? You guys know what you want to do? Anybody?
Make me laugh, honey, man.
You want to have a drink? All right. This guy said, "Make me laugh, funny man." But what do you want to do that I can help you do by doing that? And you want to get a drink? Okay. All right. So you guys want to get drinks? You want to get out? You want to go home? Okay. So you guys have had enough show. You don't want to have any more? You want to laugh?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you guys some jokes then. Great. You guys like birds? Yeah? You like them? Yeah, birds are so cool and they can fly. And they can sing. And I heard this bird singing outside my window the other night. It was making kind of an unusual noise for a bird. It was going boom, 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 boom. I was like, what kind of bird is that? So I went out and checked. It was a thunderbird. I just drove off. I like parrots. That's another kind of bird. You guys like parrots? Parrots are pretty cool because they can talk too. Like they can fly and sing and they can talk. It's like an extra thing. And I want to get a parrot that speaks French. I'm going to give it the standard parrot name of Polly. His full name is going to be Parlez-vous Français. Do you speak French? Let's see. You guys know what a clown car is? Like in a circus? A little car that clowns get out of? A lot of people... Yeah? Alright, well when you go, I think you'll like it. They have these... When most people hear a clown car, the first thing they think of probably is a little tiny car that all these clowns just keep coming out of, right? When somebody says clown car to me, the first thing I think of is a giant four-wheel drive truck that just has one or two guys in it. I like the way they drive. I don't know how my hair looks right now because I haven't looked in the mirror the past couple of hours, but sometimes I don't care. I just go out with my hair all messed up, and people will tell me that I look like I got in a fight with a lawnmower. And so I always like to just kind of crazy it up a little bit and tell them, yeah, well, you should see the other guy. Let's just say this. It's not going to be cutting any grass for a while. It's kind of hard to cut grass when you have a bent blade. Yeah. It's kind of fun, like walking around acting crazy. But sometimes I do stuff and I don't even know like why I do it. There's this thing I was doing for a while where I would go up to like total strangers and ask them for rent money. Like I thought I was their landlord or something. And I didn't know what I was doing, so I went and got some therapy. And the therapist told me that I have an apartment complex. I don't know if that's true or not, but I live in an apartment complex, or that's what she meant. I moved in there, and then this other guy moved in next to me, and we have these parking spaces in the back of the building that are really first come, first served, but at one time they weren't, so they have numbers on the spots. And I parked in the one that has the same number. It's his apartment, so he thought that was his spot and got kind of mad. And he put a note on my car that said if I parked there again, he was going to have me towed. Except that he spelled it T-O-A-D. So I was like, I didn't take it seriously at all. And then I parked there again without thinking, and I'm not going to say what happened, but if I had known that he was a wizard, probably would have paid more attention. I'm sure I want to live there anymore. I had to go to the eye doctor, the optometrist this one time. And I was in the waiting room, and I looked, and he had this display case with these different things in it. And one of the things in there was like this old pair of spectacles. And he saw me looking at it, and he said, "Those are retro spectacles. You like those?" And I was like, "Well, was that some kind of joke or something? Was it retrospect?" And he's like, "Yeah, but that's a marketing joke to try to entice people to buy them." And I was like, "Okay." And I ended up buying them. But then I found out later that hindsight is always. He said they were to improve your hindsight, and I found out hindsight is always 20/20. And so maybe I didn't, I don't know. Thinking back, if I could go back and do it again, probably wouldn't have bought them. I got invited to this wedding, and I had to get, my suit was too small, so I had to get it fixed. And I went to the tailor, at least that's where I thought I went. I went in there, and he took my jacket, and then he punched me in the face. What? So at one point I managed to get outside again, and I reread the sign on the building. It said altercations. That explains that, I guess. I'm 31, and my friend, he turned 30 a little while ago. I wasn't sure what to get him, because the only gift that he really needs is something that I don't even know if it's possible to get somebody. That's the gift of being 29 again. Let's see. You guys all drive cars and stuff, or you guys ever driven a car and had somebody else in the car with you, a passenger, and they try to tell you how you should be driving? Call that a backseat driver. I hate backseat drivers, I really do. But there's one thing that I hate more than a backseat driver, and that's when you have a car that has another row of seats behind the back seat, and they're doing it from back there. You guys ever been to a party before? Yeah? Right on. Well, I've been at a few parties before. I want to tell you guys a story about a party that I went to. Stands out in my mind because I got invited to it. And, also, there's this other weird thing. Normally, at a party, like, there's lots of stuff to drink, right? That wasn't the case at this one, and everybody was getting thirsty, and I got really thirsty. I don't think I've ever been more thirstier than I was at that party. Have you ever been so thirsty that you wrote down how thirsty you were in a notebook? Memorized it, rehearsed it, and then went to a comedy show and told the audience about it? That's how thirsty I was when I was at this party. And the only thing that they had provided for people to drink was this one bowl of punch. And there were hundreds of people at this party, and they're all thirsty, they're all trying to get to it. And so it's this huge mess. And to make it even more confusing, there's another line next to that for the salt lick. And I didn't want to make that mistake again because that was part of the reason I got so thirsty in the first place. So I went over and I asked this guy, I was like, is this the punchline? Maybe that's what you guys are wondering right now too. And yeah, that's the punchline of that joke. How much more time do you guys give me on this? 2 more? 2 more minutes? All right. You guys like movies? Yeah. Probably none of the kids have ever seen that movie Fargo. Adults. Nobody's seen it? Fargo? Yeah, it's a cult film with a little cult film following. I like that movie a lot. The only problem I had with it was that there's an F in the title. So I was really happy last year when Ben Affleck finally fixed that problem, came out with Argo. Then he went and changed the story all around. Got rid of the wood chipper. I thought maybe somebody would fall out of the plane at some point and get stuck in the engine. It'd be kind of like the same thing, but it didn't happen. I watched that movie Che. I guess it's based on the T-shirt. Che Guevara. I had seen the shirt before I watched the movie, and if you haven't seen the shirt, I wouldn't worry about it. There's not anything on the shirt that you're not going to get from the movie. All right. You guys ever go over to somebody's house and use their bathroom? And they tell you if it's brown, flush it down. But if it's yellow, let it mellow. They're trying to save water. Yeah. I think it's great that people are trying to save water and stuff, but the problem with that little saying is that it's only 2 colors. So a lot of times I don't know what to do. I don't have an instruction. I don't know if I should, flush it or let it mellow, or maybe I should take it out, put it in something else, just hand it to them in a bag. It was green. I'm not sure what to do. All right. Well, I guess I should probably close on something. Did you guys really come from church or no? Did you? If I make fun of church stuff, are you guys gonna get mad? Yeah, alright, let's try and find out then. Alright, well, I was talking about movies before, and I have this movie that I want to make. It's about Jesus. And the title of the movie that I'm working with is He is Risen. And the reason it's called that, it's a little play on words, but He is Risen. Because what we're going to do is we're going to steal the plot from Jurassic Park. So the scientists are going to find a piece of resin with a mosquito inside that had bitten Jesus. And they're gonna bring it back from it's a movie, they're gonna bring it back from the DNA of the mosquito, and build a whole theme park, and you can go see him and watch him eat a goat. And of course, the power will go out at one point, and he'll escape. Along with the apostles would also be recreated. They would take the place of the velociraptors, and everybody would have to leave the island. And you guys have seen the movie, right? So it'd be just like that. But you guys want to know how I got the idea for that bit? Because I noticed that T and T-Rex kind of looks like a cross. It's the same thing. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you guys on that one, and I hope you guys enjoyed my set and the rest of the show. If you guys like me, check me out on whatdoyougguyswantado.com. It's my whole brand, and thanks a lot.